What's going on, guys? It's Ryan from Ryan and Crystal's Reviews, and I'm real excited today because we have a new Hot Toys to unbox. This is the Spider-Man Far From Home. This is the homemade suit, which he wears in the illusion with Mysterio. Mysterio's got him in that illusion, kind of messing with his mind a little bit, and he's making him appear back in the old suits. He appears in the homemade suit very briefly. That's when he shows the illusion of Tony Stark coming up out of the grave as Iron Man. So we're going to open this guy up and we're going to check this thing out. I'm so excited to get this in my collection. I've been waiting for this thing. So let's get him unboxed. All right, so we're going to do this one a little bit different today. I'm not going to use the light boxes. I'm still trying to modify it to get enough light. I don't really like the videos quality that it's been in, so we're going to do this one just a little bit different. So as you can see here, we're still in the brown shipper. We're going to open it up out of the brown shipper, and really looking forward to this. So I didn't buy the homemade suit that came for Homecoming. I ended up passing on it, and I've had a couple opportunities to buy it secondhand or third party, whatever you want to call it. And I just, decided not to. So here's the box. Look at that. That is really, really cool there. So you can see he is in Mysterio. This is Mysterio's fishbowl helmet, the Mysterio kind of detail right there, and then the homemade suit inside of it. So let's get the plastic packaging off. Let's see. Boom. Yeah, so you got this lenticular style front here. You've got the Spider-Man homemade suit right there. You got it on both sides. That's the bottom. There's the top. Got it upside down. There's the top. And then we've got our credits and everything on the back. So if you want to check those out, hit pause right there. So we take this off. Then we get, which I love the Spider-Man Far From Homes from this, because this box art is phenomenal. I mean, it's just unbelievably good. So then we flip open, and there he is in the packaging, in the box, and then you get the nice little Mysterio little detail right there. So let's get him out of the main box. All right. So this one does not have a deluxe or anything like that. So all the figures come with pretty much what you're going to see here. So you can see we're in the clamshell packaging. Pop this top piece off, which has the hands, and then this nice cool, I would say kind of like that Mysterio illusion tech grating right there, which is really, really cool for the stand. Before we get into that, I'm just gonna take it out. Yeah, so it comes in, as you can see, it comes in multiple pieces with little inserts for you to slide into the stand. We're gonna set that aside. And then of course we got our hands and everything, and look at the detail on these hands. I mean, these things are phenomenal, right? I mean, they are really, really nice. That semi-gloved hand, and then of course his web shooter on the bottom there, which is really cool. So we got to get that piece out of here too, because this piece goes for the stand. All right, let's open up the clamshell packaging and check this dude out. Man, this is, and then the Mysterio drone though is just on the next level, honestly. But let's get a look at the figure first. So as you can see here, the typical packaging. You got the Hot Toys, one on each hand, one on each foot. We're probably gonna have to cut these ones off though. But, it's a beautiful figure. As you can see, I mean, it's the homemade suit, looks great. It does not come with the head sculpt like the one from Homecoming did. So if you remember, the Homecoming version came with a Peter Parker head sculpt. As I just dropped something. No, I'm okay. So you do not get the Peter Parker head sculpt with this one, so that's kind of unfortunate. But then again, when you go back and you watch the film during the scene where this is taken from, he doesn't, you know, he's just in the Spidey suit is what it is. He doesn't, you know, he's not unmasked or anything like that. So it kind of makes sense. But it's a great figure. And these eyes, we'll see here in a little bit, these eyes are detachable and you can switch out for different eyes. So we're going to set him aside. Let's take a look at some of the accessories we get. Take that off. Here's the base. This is a nice base. It's got that. Hot Toys has really stepped up their game on the bases, I feel. They've started to do this shiny lenticular style, glossy style base on a lot of their figures, and it just looks really, really nice. You can see there, you can kind of see yourself right back in the camera there as it shines off. So that's really cool. We took a look at the hands already. So you get a whole bunch of web. Your typical, which just came with the first few Spider-Man they did. You know, you got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you get the one that's got the spiral for swinging, and then you get these, which these are exclusive to this figure. These are actually green. So they are for that part in the scene where he shoots his webs towards Mysterio, and they turn green, which is really cool. So that's a really cool piece to have to kind of, when we get Mysterio here, which should be hopefully in a few weeks, that'd be a great piece to have him kind of have those two playing off each other and use those green webs. And then of course you get the open spider web style. Now you get, let's take a look at the drone. We got to take a look at the drone. I can't keep it any longer. This thing is unbelievably cool. I mean, come on guys, seriously, look at this. Look at the detail on this thing is phenomenal. Now there isn't any kind of articulating parts on this thing, so don't go trying to bend on this, trying to pop these guys out or get these things to turn, because you know you probably will damage this. Man, you would not want to damage this piece because this piece is phenomenal. This piece is so big that you can actually put Spidey up on top of it like he's riding one of the drones through as you're posing, which is really cool. I mean, this thing is just phenomenal. Just the details here on top, the guns, everything. I mean, it's even got a little bit of scratch detail here, which is really cool. That little kind of battle damaged. And we look underneath, you can see the propeller underneath, all the rotary motors, everything. I mean, it's just an absolute thing of beauty. It's really, really nice. That is definitely the highlight to getting this piece, is for the drone itself. Now you can buy a set of drones, which you get the bigger one. I think you get two smaller ones, the smaller ones do come with the upgraded suit. So that's always a possibility as well. But, you know, if you're just buying the drones, that's all you're going to get. You know, you can buy spare drones, etc. And I mean, I believe they're right at $100 for 3 of them on the website and everything like that. So this is one of the bases for that. And then this is the base for Spidey the figure. And we're going to take this out. This is our, I think the top piece just popped off, but that's okay. This is the movable stand, the dynamic action stand, if you will. And then we have the different eyes. So we'll just do the right side so you can see them. So you get a squinty eye, and then you get a wider style eye. So those are really, really cool. And then they just pop off of the figure, and you can throw those on there. So with this one, especially when you're messing with the changing out the eyes, and then of course setting up the drone and setting up your, we'll call that Mysterio's illusion pieces. you definitely want to make sure you check out your instructions, and because you don't, the last thing you want to do is buy one of these expensive figures, and then you screw something up by not paying attention to what you're doing. So there's the instructions there. So it tells you how to build the base for the they call it the pixelated effect accessory. So it shows you there how to build that right there. And then it shows you also how to set up the drone right there on the bottom. So that's really cool. That's probably how I'm going to display it, with the drone. I probably won't use these. I will probably use the green webs just because it's something different. And the Spidey that I had the Homecoming Spidey, and I sold it a few years back, and I wish I wouldn't have, but I did. It is what it is. We talk about that on the comic channel, or on the comic side of the channel a lot. And it's the same webs, and I use those webs, but then I don't know. It's cool that we get something a little bit different with these green webs, so I want to take advantage of those if we can. So I think we got everything out of here that I want to get out of here. Let's get his eye back into place there so we can get this closed, just like that. And we can move this over here. So let's go ahead and set up this pixelated effect accessory so you can kind of see what it's all about. See, do we have to rip into the bag? I think we're gonna have to, and that is unfortunate. Maybe not. Maybe not. So these are kind of that, would call it plastic, bendable plastic style material. It's really light, but at the same time, if you start trying to bend on this too much, it's gonna crack and break. Obviously, you don't want to do that. Let's get all these pieces out of here. So there are 5 different pieces, accessories. I believe they are labeled with a letter. I thought they were, but maybe not. I thought the tabs had a letter on them, but it doesn't look like that is the case. Nope. So you definitely want to be careful as you pull these out of here, because these little pixelated edges get caught on the bag, and then you don't want to be trying to rip that out of there, and then instead of ripping the bag, it's ripped one of the pieces, and then you either have to, that one we're gonna have to rip open a little more. You're either gonna have to call Sideshow or whoever you bought it from and see if maybe they can send you a replacement, or you're stuck with kind of a broken down piece. Okay, so as you can see here on this, this base has these little notches that we're going to utilize for putting this together. So this is piece A, that's the bigger piece. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this piece. We fold it forwards or backwards. Looks like it folds forwards. So it goes on like so. It does snap in there a little bit. A little bit of force to get that to snap. And then this folds this way. So let's fold it. I think if you fold it first, it's a little bit easier to maneuver and manipulate. Yeah, that is a tight fit right there. Okay, so we got that. And then the B piece is this piece. So we're gonna do the same thing. Now this plastic does fold, so you just gotta give it a little bit of force, but I wouldn't go, pushing down on it super hard, because remember, these pieces are very light, so they could snap real easy. That's what we don't want to have happen. Especially since we're videoing this, we definitely don't want that to happen. And then our C piece is this one. So we're gonna do the same thing. Just gonna fold that way. Make sure that plastic stays. And then do we go, I guess we go this way with it. That doesn't make sense. I think maybe... It's supposed to go like this. That doesn't look right. I think that one is actually supposed to bend that way. There we go. That's supposed to bend backwards that way. Yeah, C, D, and E bend the opposite way of A. So we got that. And then we've got, this is, oh, I skipped one. This is D. Pop that on there. And then this is the E piece. Fold it as such. Whoop. So there's what it's going to look like. It's got that style, and then the base just sits down in the middle of it from what it looks like. And then you get the effect of like that. All right. So our next thing is, let's get the drone on. So we're going to take this and we're going to screw this part into the base. Okay. And then we are going to insert these forks into the back of the drone. I think it goes like that. Yep. Just like that. So you can see there, slides in under this piece right here. And then the drone is going to go on top here, and then it's going to slide down like that, which is really cool. Then we are going to take this piece, the waist grabber, and we're going to stick that kind of on top like that. This is a really, really cool figure. I mean, I'm not going to lie, this thing is awesome. You get this really cool effect of the pixelating effect with the drone, and we're going to get Spidey up here. I mean, it's really, really cool. So we're going to get him, let's just say, I'll take this hand off, come over here to our hands. We're going to get his left hand to be his web shooting hand. Actually, we're probably going to we might just do both of them web shooting hands. Might got a little something we can do with it. Okay, get that there. Oop. Make sure we get our, where is our web shooter? Let's move this out of the way a little bit so you can see. It's the only bad thing about, I've noticed with the cloth style okay, so I switched off from the overhead shot, went ahead and got the light box setups for this final pose here. As you can see, we've got Spidey in the final pose. Looks really cool. He's got his web shooting out towards Mysterio. I've got those green webs in there. You probably really can't quite see it that well on the camera. Maybe right around in here you can kind of see that green. I don't know if that helps, but we've got those green webs in there. So he's riding the drone, he's shooting a Mysterio, and we've got that nice pixelated effect down here, which looks really cool. I'm gonna tilt the camera that way so you can kind of maybe see that a little bit better. So you can see there, it looks really cool. That pixelated effect, really awesome. And kind of a simple pose, nothing too crazy. Again, this is probably just a pose I have for maybe a week or two, and then I would relax the joints, allow the fabric to kind of come back. The good thing is it's that cloth style fabric for his sleeves and his legs, which should return to normal fairly quickly, instead of, say, like the one that is for the upgraded suit with his legs, or the Iron Spider one is very notorious for, if you put him in poses, then he turns around, and if you don't take him out of the pose quick enough, then that fabric starts to crease and starts to mark, and you've kind of got a mess on your hands with your figure. So again, looks really cool. That's just a phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal figure. That Mysterio drone is really awesome, and really happy to have this in my collection. And it'll be displayed, probably displayed into the TOF just like this. And I might, when I get the upgraded suit, which I do already have the upgraded suit, I haven't reviewed it yet, maybe put them both together. And I'm looking forward to the one I'm really looking forward to getting is Mysterio, for this, obviously for this movie, to really kind of get a couple dynamic poses going between him and Spidey. And I've got something really cool I want to try for when the Venom figure gets released later this year. And I've already got that on pre-order, and I'm looking forward to getting that figure. That dude, he's a beast. So looking forward to getting him as well. So appreciate y'all watching the video. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Please turn on the little bell for notifications. We're gonna do a lot more Hot Toys videos. I've got a whole bunch of action figures I got to review. And of course, we got comics we do every week. So thank you all, and we'll see you down the road in the next video. Bye, guys.